It's 9:10, Big 550 KTRS. Monday morning here. Coming up next hour, John Grayson will be on the air next hour. But before we get there, we got to talk about a company here in St. Louis that is spending $550 million to build a brand new facility and not $1 of taxpayer funds. We'd like to welcome Kate Becker, president of SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. Kate, welcome Big 550 KTRS.
Good morning.
St. Louis Hospital has gone through quite a bit of transformation. Before we get to what's coming up in the future, let's take a step back and sort of talk about it. St. Louis University sold St. Louis University Hospital to Tenant, and they had it for how long?
Tenant bought it in 1998, and then we bought it in 2015.
So they bought it back from Tenant, right? And then the university willed it or gifted it to SSM. Is that right?
So the university actually became a minority owner in SSM Health St. Louis.
Okay.
So in exchange for that ownership, they also included the hospital in the portfolio of our hospitals in the St. Louis region.
So you took it back from Tenant in when?
September 1st, 2015.
2015. So we're coming up on 2 years then, I guess, right?
Just about.
Yeah, just about 2 years. And in those 2 years, you guys have done quite a bit. You're getting ready to open what here very soon?
Wednesday, we're doing the ribbon cutting on our new Center for Radiation Medicine, which is actually the first new construction on the campus since 1988.
1988, the first new construction for the hospital.
Correct.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What is that going to be able to do for you?
Well, the great thing about the new Center for Radiation Medicine is it gives us access to some new technology, which is great for providing really precision radiation for folks with cancer. So a lot of tumors that might be difficult to treat otherwise, this facility will give us the capacity to provide better care for those patients. And it's also a better patient experience because patients undergoing radiation treatment have to come frequently to the hospital. They can be tired or somewhat debilitated from their treatment. And this is a ground level. You drive up, you can get out, walk right in the door, valet parking. It's incredibly convenient. So we really think patients are going to like the experience.
Valet parking at the hospital?
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay. Now this is just the first phase.
Correct.
What's coming in the future?
Well, August 31st, this summer, we do the groundbreaking on the new hospital and ambulatory care building. So we're actually building an entire new hospital next door to the current hospital.
Right. And what happens to the old hospital?
Well, the old hospital right now, if you think of it as three parts, there's Furman Deloge, which is the easternmost building.
Right.
There's what is currently the main hospital in the middle. And then there's the West Pavilion, which used to be the old Bethesda Hospital.
Right.
So Furman Deloge, we're kind of waiting to see over time what develops in terms of potential uses for that building. The existing hospital, at this point, the plan is ultimately we would like to be able to take that down, but we kind of have to see how inpatient volume looks as we get closer to the opening date. And then the West Pavilion will remain for some of our other services.
Gotcha. Overall, so in August, you'll be complete with all of the new everything? Is that
August 31st is groundbreaking.
Oh, groundbreaking. Okay.
And it'll take us 3 years. So September 1, 2020, we open the new hospital.
All of this is costing how much?
$551 million.
$551 million. Of that $551 million, how much is coming from government taxpayers?
None of it. It's entirely funded by SSM and by the generous donations of our St. Louis community. The philanthropy that is committed to this project, we're really excited about.
Kate Becker, president of SSM. My headphones cut out there for a second. I thought I heard you say zero tax dollars.
Yes, that's what you heard.
Zero tax dollars.
Correct.
That's pretty incredible considering a lot of people build things these days with all sorts of taxpayer and tax-funded side deals.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah. All right. What is this going to do for the hospital when it's all said and done, when everything's open?
Well, the nice thing about having the new hospital is it enables us to provide better experiences for our patients, better access for patients and emergency services, and then better experiences for our physicians and staff as well.
Where is healthcare going? What is healthcare going to look like in 5 years, in 10 years? You're living in this world with Obamacare and what's going on in Washington, but you're on the front of this. Where do you see healthcare going in the next 5-10 years?
Well, there's a couple of things we know for sure. The first thing we know for sure is that we as a nation have to get better at managing chronic diseases and keeping people healthier. So the first thing we know for sure is that we work harder at sort of those first points of contact for people. So for example, in our organization, SSM Health, we partner with Walgreens, so we have express clinics in drugstores.
Right.
We have urgent care clinics. We have primary care physician offices, specialty offices, and then hospitals. So we know we have to get that front end so that people access it earlier and get better at managing their own health, because a lot of the conditions we see, whether it's diabetes, hypertension, congestive heart failure, those conditions are much involving your lifestyle, your diet, your activity level. And we can help people get better at that. So one thing we know for sure is we have to get better at that sort of front end, if you want to call it that.
Right.
The other thing we know for sure is that people are living longer. And so there are more and more situations where you need care later in life. So we know there's going to be more need for that acute care, and we need to be having those conversations about how we as a society and a community can help people live better in those older years.
I would think of the last 15, 20 years here in St. Louis, those urgent care centers are much more prevalent today than they were 15 years ago, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because 15 years ago you'd get sick, and I don't have to go to the hospital a lot. I don't have to go to the doctor a lot. But when you get a cold, you want to go to the doctor. You call up a doctor. They says, "I'll meet you 3 weeks from next Tuesday." That doesn't work. But urgent care, you walk in, you're like, "Hey, I don't need to go to the emergency room, but I'm coughing, I'm wheezing, I'm sneezing. I need a doctor. Give me something." It seems like that urgent care has taken a lot of that sort of waiting for the doctor and sort of solve that problem. Is that an accurate description?
I think we'll see more and more of that, actually, whether it's through pharmacy care like Walgreens or urgent care centers, because a lot of things like you're talking about, ideally you want the right care in the right place, and the emergency room is not the right place. The emergency room is really for those folks who are having maybe a gallbladder attack that requires surgery, or appendicitis, or a car accident.
Right.
You want the right patient, right care, right place.
Yeah. When you're at a cocktail party, Kate Becker, president of SSM Health, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, Obamacare, what do you think?" What do you tell them?
I generally say that we are supportive of access to care for everybody.
That's a pretty short cocktail party. That's it? Nothing else? That's all you say? That's your political answer?
That's absolutely my answer.
All right. Going forward, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital, this is sort of putting you on new ground, right? I mean, this is sort of a coming out party, if you will, for St. Louis Hospital, right? With all these new buildings.
It is, and it's a really exciting time for our staff and for the physicians of SLU Care, because it's been a long time since people have really invested in that facility and invested in that campus. And so it's moralizing, if that's the opposite of demoralizing,
right.
and it's exciting, and it's really something that I think energizes people about the level of care that we provide. We've always provided great care. Now we'll have a great setting.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand SSM is the system, right? So the system has a number of hospitals, St. Mary's as well as St. Louis University Hospital. So you're part of that system, which I think breathes some new life into St. Louis Hospital. All right, Kate Becker, anything else we should know about St. Louis University Hospital?
I don't think so.
Nothing. That's it. All right. Well, I want to go to a cocktail party with you. It'll be 2 seconds, and I'll move on to somebody else. President of SSM Health. Okay, so Wednesday is the grand opening of the first building, right?
Correct, the Center for Radiation Medicine.
And then this fall or late summer, you break ground on the new one.
On the new hospital.
All told, $551 million.
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks.
Kate Becker, president of SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital. You're welcome here anytime. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
At 9:18 here, Big 550.